here we are, our first half tandem load. And as you can tell, it's right here in the pile, just like I promised. It's all going to be hand worked in this garden here. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this age stuff here. This is not your ordinary wood chips. It ain't like we're going to an arborist and going and getting fresh chips that's been ground up. It's not going to work. I mean, it will, but you can't stir it. This is aged wood chips. I think this pile here may be 4 years old. This stuff here, guys, is like toilet paper where we're at. It's really scarce. It's hard to find. If you're not making this yourself, you're going to pay a lot of money for it. So that's why everybody's trying to do these DIY composting videos to help you get past all that, because this stuff's just going to get more expensive the more people get into gardening, whether it be permaculture or any kind of other gardening. Before we get started on this, let me show you the current state of our garden and the steps we're going to do before we start applying or putting down these wood chips. So this is a garden with 6 truckloads of compost that we had to hand shovel in here. Now that we have the compost here, it's about 3 inches thick. It is compacted. We've had a lot of rain, and it's as you can tell, it's still wet, but they've pretty much compacted it down walking on it. What we're going to do now is we're going to come in here with a rake, and we're going to rake up the rest of the rocks that's been dug up by the chickens and washed out from the waters and erosion and stuff, which is what we wanted. We're going to rake all this stuff out. We're going to get it out of here. Then we're going to long fork it. Basically all we're going to do is aerate it by hand, and we're going to give it a whole bunch of aeration, and then we're going to start with the wood chips. So again, I'm going to show you as many steps of this as I can, and I'll have to put a little speed on it as usual, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what the garden looked like before we get this up here, because we've just got started. And the chickens will come behind us really close to the rake because they're used to it, and they'll pick out all the stuff they couldn't scratch down and get to before. So we're just going to keep on hand working this in before we start with the wood chips. I just thought I'd show you guys the long forking and raking, and all we're doing is just taking those piles like that, and we're just going to hand work it all the way back to the end. So stay tuned for the next step. Okay, so here we are. We pretty much got to finish a little bit over here on the side and rake up that pile, and we're going to start on the chips. Okay, so this is the dirtiest part of the job, because we have 3 inches of compacted compost here and 38% compost in our wood chips. So we're just going to keep using the tarp method and pulling that pile of wood chips through here, and there's a certain way you fold it and it just opens right up. It's not hard at all. So after we get this done, we have another tandem load coming in. We're also going to work that by hand in here. The reason why we're doing this, it's for a UV layer. It also keeps the rain from washing our compost away, which will later combine with the wood chips into some of the best soil you can grow in. So y'all stay tuned and we'll get it done for you. Excuse me, from a little bit out of breath. We just got finished up. Everything's cleaned up, put up back where it's supposed to. The compost pile back down here has been covered back up, and we're just going to leave it open like this till the next trailer comes in. We're going to keep bringing it in here to us about 1 foot deep, and the chickens are in their pretty much permanent spot for the rest of the winter. We're going to leave them over here on this side. When the garden's done, we're going to bring them back over here whenever we're finished, and we're just going to rotate them back and forth. So that's it for now. I'll do another video when the next load comes in and show you how deep we get it and how we cover it up. So you guys stay tuned. Thank you for watching. The next video will be coming soon.